Hi YouTube, welcome to your Wednesday evening Roosters quiz, where I take you out of the tap room and join you in your living room. My name's Scott. Thank you ever so much for joining me this evening. Routinely, under different circumstances, I would be in Roosters tap room at the point. Every Wednesday night, I run their quiz in the tap room from 7:30 every Wednesday evening. Hey, we're on radically different times. So, I'm coming to you via YouTube Live, streamed back through Facebook, and I'll be with you for about the next hour or so for your Roosters from Taproom to Living Room Wednesday night quiz. My tipple of choice this evening, I am on the Roosters Yankee, the 4.3% original pale ale, and very drinkable it is too. Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much. And you've got to have all the essentials with you guys. So we need a pen. You need some paper, plenty of scrap paper, and you need your tipple of choice. For those people who are playing and are drinking some Roosters while they're playing, I would love to see those photos. So go on our Facebook page. We can't put photos in the YouTube comments. So go on the Facebook page if you can, please, guys, and share your photos drinking Roosters while taking part in the Roosters quiz. Also, guys, post on the comments in YouTube or Facebook and let us know where you're taking part, how many people are taking part. All we're doing here is making sure that people don't get socially isolated. We're reaching out, and it's what we call social quistancing. It's really, really catching on. No. Okay, so a few things we need to know. There will be another My Beautiful Assistant this evening is Sally Social. You'll never get to see Sally Social. You might hear her occasionally. Sally's my gorgeous wife. She's in the front room. We don't sit in the same room because of the few second delay. It gets really confusing if we sat in the room together. So Sally Social is in the lounge. She is dealing with all the social media. So I don't see all your comments. Sally just comes through and post stuff to me every so often. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's happening out there in social media land. So be sure to use the comments on YouTube. Engage. The purpose we have those comments there, it's for banter, but never post an answer. So use your comments, banter amongst yourself, banter with friends, family, work colleagues, playing far and wide. Use those comments to engage with each other, guys. We'll ask you to post in there from time to time as well. But the one rule we have here on the quiz is please don't post any of the answers. It ruins it there for everybody else. We don't have all the time to sort of delete those out as well. The comments come through so thick and fast. So sorry if we miss anything. They just come through so quickly. To that effect, if somebody posts in there, I've missed a question, can you repeat it? If you happen to know the essence of that question, you can quickly reply to the comment in the YouTube comments. That'd be hugely appreciated, guys. As I say, it's there for your banter, but never post an answer. Hashtag social questioning. It's really taking shape now, isn't it? Really taking shape. I feel like Harrogate's answer to Bruce Forsyth. So, who's up for a good game? Good game. Tonight, guys, we are asking for your kind donations for Henshaws. Henshaws are a big charity partner of Roosters. Roosters, as always, will be supplying a prize this evening of beer delivered to your doorstep. Doesn't matter where you are in the mainland UK, those guys will get it to you either via DHL or via their own local deliveries, Harrogate, Knaresborough, Wetherby, etc., etc. The guys who run the Roosters web shop have asked me to express their sincere thanks that everybody's giving supporting the local independent brewery during these challenging times. You're inundating the web shop, guys, and they are so grateful. They just ask for your patience. They will get your deliveries to you, but they're hitting capacity, and but they've said keep the orders coming. They're upscaling all the time, guys, so they will get it to you via DHL or via local deliveries. They're providing free beer as a prize tonight, and they have asked me to mention their charity partner, who are Henshaws. For those that don't know, Henshaws are a local charity. They're based in Manchester and throughout Yorkshire and the North East. And they support people who are blind and severely visually impaired, as well as multi-disabled students at their college in Harrogate. The guys have asked me to ask you if you will support them. What we'll be doing, Sally Social throughout the quiz will post in the comments the Just Giving site for Henshaws. We've also got it timed in on Facebook to drop a couple of times this next hour. If you can spare a couple of quid, you can spare a fiver, you can spare a tenner. What those guys are doing there at Henshaws is a really, really important job. I think we're all feeling the effects of social isolation. Imagine if you were blind. Imagine if you were severely visually impaired. Social isolation is incredibly challenging, but add that visual impairment to that, and it is really, really challenging. That's why the guys at Henshaws have set up an outreach telephone service, and they will be contacting their service users throughout Manchester, Yorkshire, and the North East, basically reaching out and keeping in regular contact with blind, visually impaired, and multi-disabled learners, students, and service users in order to keep them safe during these very, very challenging times. So if you can give, guys, Sally will post the Just Giving link fairly regularly on YouTube. We've got it dropping in twice within the next hour, timed in on Facebook as well. Hey, if you can give, we always say, Roosters, it's free to play. But if you've enjoyed the quizzes, I know you guys were incredibly generous, those that played on Saturday, in raising over £300 for Yorkshire Cat Rescue. So it feels challenging asking again when so many people are being so giving, but it's a really tough time for everybody. So if you can give, it would be hugely, hugely appreciated. Sally's going to come through very soon. Give me a quick sort of list of runners and riders, where people are playing from, and how many we have got online playing at the moment. If I can put a couple of please in there. Can I ask, if you haven't done so already, if you could kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel? That stops you missing out on any of our future quizzes. At the moment, I've got 178 subscribers to the YouTube channel. That was about 7:45, but I know as I was sat waiting to go live, I saw another 2 or 3 drop in as new subscribers as well. So if you can, let me know. That would be absolutely fab if you can subscribe. And equally, so it's Scott's Live Quiz channel for YouTube, Scott's Live Quiz channel on YouTube, and the Facebook page is Scott's Live Quiz page. So it's Scott's Live Quiz page for Facebook, channel for YouTube. We're at 490 page likes on the Facebook page. I would love to get to 500 on that page. I would love to get to 200 subscribers on YouTube. So we have got a few people tonight. We've got 127 online at the moment, which I think is our highest figure yet. So thank you ever so much for that. Some of the people we have got playing, we have got the Spen Valley Massive. That's Jesus Salter. Ali Tennant in Norfolk. Good evening, Ali. How are you? We have got Stacey Jarvis over in Rothwell. We've got Catherine Wright in Headingley. Jonathan McAllendon, we'll go with that, in Harrogate. We've got Mosel over in Germany. We've got Liz M playing, and Alison Heaney, who also wants me to say happy birthday to Aidan. So, Aidan, happy birthday, sir. I reckon it's about time we got started with this quiz. Don't forget, guys, I will repeat all your quiz questions twice. And then at the end of each round, I'll do a quick whiz through all 8 questions again in each round. So you get an opportunity never to miss any of the questions. Are you all ready? Have you got your pens, your paper, and your Rooster's beer at the ready? Your first job this evening is come up with a team name. I want to see you start posting in the comments, guys. I want to see you start posting in the comment and your team name to come up with tonight. Bit of fun to set us off and running. I want you to come up with something spring related, sunshine related. It's been a beautiful day. I reckon we just embrace the positivity of that. And I'm asking you, if you can, please, guys, come up with your team name, something spring, summer, sunshine really positive, related to how great a day it has been today. So if you can do that for us, guys, and then you've got your next job. Your next job is to play your Rooster Booster. You will get double points on round 1, round 3, or round 5. This comes down to your honesty. Before you start the quiz, on the top right-hand corner of your bit of paper, write round 1, R1, R3, or R5. And why not post it in the comments? R1, R3, R5. You will get double points on one of those rounds. I will tell you the categories once you have played your Rooster Booster and not before. I'm going to have a sip of beer. I need team names and I need which round you are playing your Rooster Booster. So we got another birthday message. This is for Luna. Happy 6th birthday to Luna. And that's from Dave Wrightson. So happy birthday, Luna. Hope you've had a lovely day, lovely sunny day to enjoy your birthday. I'm sure it's been a slightly different birthday to normal, but that comes from Dave Wrightson and to all your family. So happy birthday, Luna. Happy birthday. Right, guys. So have we all played our Rooster Booster? Remember, write it on your quiz sheet or write it in the comments. Better still, doing both. And you remember, I need to see R1, R3, R5, and I need to see your spring, summer, sunshine, a quiz name, please, guys. Don't forget, guys, I also want to see those people who are on the Roosters take a photo. You know, if you're doing a watch party, house party, Zoom, FaceTime, however you're running this, give us a bit of a cheers with your Roosters and stick it on our Facebook page. The guys at Rooster's Taproom and the brewery and the guys in the web shop love to see that people are, you know, getting out there, they're enjoying their beer. Although it's very difficult circumstances. The guys, as I say, at the web shop, hugely, hugely grateful for the support that you guys are giving them. They keep asking me to repeat it because they are so incredibly grateful. So thank you for all your support. Have we all played our Rooster Booster and have we all got a team name? Are we ready? This is when you need to start groaning and moaning at the rounds that you've got. If you said a round 1 for your Rooster Booster, you are getting double points on potluck. Potluck is round 1 Rooster Booster. Round 2, where you can't use your booster, is anagrams. It will be anagrams. Round 3, who's played the Rooster Booster? Round 3, places. Places. Round 4 will be the usual Dingbats. Don't worry if you've not played before. I will explain that when we come on to it. And round 5, your round 5 Rooster Booster is entertainment. So round 1, round 3, round 5, potluck, places and entertainment interspersed with the usual anagrams and Dingbats. Let's get social questions in. Question 1, round 1, and your category is potluck. What is the #1 topping for pizzas in the USA? What is the #1 topping for pizzas in the USA? Question number 2. This is what's known as a blockbusters question. A blockbusters question is where I give you the initials. It's a 4-word answer made up of the following initial letters, which O-O-Y-E, O-O-Y-E, which O-O-Y-E is to be dismissed, which O-O-Y-E is to be dismissed. That's orange, orange, Yankee envelope. Good, big fan of the phonetic alphabet there. Orange, orange, Yankee envelope. Which O-O-Y-E is to be dismissed. Question number 3, round 1, potluck. What is the most abundant element in the Earth's crust? What is the most abundant element in the Earth's crust? Question number 4. What is the year? I'm going to give you 3 events. They all happened in the same year. Just one year. What year was it? Hong Kong is handed back to the Chinese. Divorce becomes legal in Ireland. And Tony Blair becomes PM. Hong Kong is handed back to the Chinese. Divorce becomes legal in Ireland. And Tony Blair becomes PM. 3 events, guys, all the same year. What year was it? Hong Kong is handed back to China. Divorce becomes legal in Ireland. Evening, Jen. And Tony Blair becomes PM. All 1 year, guys. All 1 year. Question number 5. Which cocktail is known as the Queen of Drinks? Which cocktail is known as the Queen of Drinks? So Sally Social has just popped through with an update for me. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but we currently have 140 people online playing. You might even see it on your screen. It depends what filters you got on your screen. We have 140 people playing. Incredibly humble, guys. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for supporting Roosters. Really appreciate it. Question number 6. Which former tennis player won 20 Wimbledon titles in the 1960s and 1970s? Which tennis player won 20 Wimbledon titles in the 1960s and 1970s? Question number 7. Caviar is obtained from which fish? Caviar is obtained from which fish? Question number 8. Which organization takes its name from the translation of the phrase, "Death to France is Italy's cry"? Which organization takes its name from the translation of the phrase, "Death to France is Italy's cry"? They are your potluck questions, guys. I will give you 30 seconds and then I'm going to do a quick read through 1 through to 8. So stand by your beds if you have missed any, guys. Remember, the comments come so thick and fast. Myself and Sally Social don't have time to respond if you're asking for repeats. So if anybody can respond on our behalf, or always wait till the end of the round and I will give you the full set of repeats nice and quickly. So round 1, potluck, question 1. What is the number 1 topping for pizza in the USA? Question number 2 was the Blockbusters initialized question. Which OOYE is to be dismissed? I'll just repeat that. Which OOYE is to be dismissed? Number 3, what is the most abundant element in the Earth's crust? This is the year question. 3 events from the same year. Which year was it? Number 4, Hong Kong is handed back to the Chinese. Divorce becomes legal in Ireland and Tony Blair becomes PM. Question number 5, which cocktail is known as the Queen of Drinks? Which cocktail is known as the Queen of Drinks? Number 6, which tennis player won 20 Wimbledon titles in the 1960s and 1970s? Question number 7, caviar is obtained from which fish? And number 8, which organization takes its name from a translation of the phrase, "Death to France is Italy's cry"? Death to France is Italy's cry. Which organization takes its name from the translation of the phrase, "Death to France is Italy's cry"? They are your 8 questions, your 8 potluck questions. Last 30 seconds, guys, and then we are going on to the ever popular anagrams. The ever popular anagrams. get myself sorted out, ready for the anagrams. Okay, what I've done with the anagrams to make them slightly easier each week, I put them into categories. I say easier. Okay, so your first one, these are all sports stars this evening. They are all sports stars. And your first one, if it helps, write it down on your pad, guys, or write it down on your pad. Smiling sorts. Smiling sorts. Smiling sorts. Okay, that's an anagram. Who is the sports star? They're all sports stars this evening. That is number one. Smiling sorts. Smiling sorts. Scribble it down on your pad, guys. Rearrange it and tell me who the sports star is. That's number one. Number two. Again, all sports stars, guys. Adonis location RR. Adonis location RR. And if you are wondering where this Adonis location, Harrogate, North Yorkshire. Thank you very much. Adonis location RR. Write it down, guys. That's your number two. They are all sports stars. Remember, guys, your three anagrams tonight are all sports stars. Of course, the third one, alumni swivels. Alumni swivels. They are your three anagrams, your three sports stars. What I want you to do, guys, start posting in your comments, bit of bragging rights. Have you got one? Have you got two? Have you got three? Have you nailed it really quickly? Are you really struggling? Who's the smart cookie in the house? And who's the one letting you down? Or as I sometimes say, who's the bright one, the Louise, and who's the Simon? There we go, guys. There we go. So to go through your three again, remember, guys, write these down. We are going to take a comfort break in a couple of minutes. Chance to stretch your legs, grab you some other roosters, a chance for me to catch up with what's happening with Sally Social on the social media, and then it gives you a bit of thinking time on your anagram. So, number one.
Julie's asked if you can spell it out as well.
Okay, so I have been asked to spell these out as well. Smiling sorts. Smiling sorts. SMILING. Sorts. SORTS. Smiling sorts. SMILING. Sorts. SORTS. Evening, Jules. Evening, Ash. And evening, Midge. There we go, guys. Smiling sorts. Number two. Talking of Ash, Adonis, ADONIS, location, LOCATION, RR. I can't really spell that one out, can I? Adonis, location, RR, ADONIS, LOCATION, RR. These are fun tonight, aren't they? Nice and easy. They're all sports stars. We're all flying with these tonight. And your third one, alumni swivels. Alumni swivels. ALUMNI swivels. SWIVELS. ALUMNI swivels. SWIVELS. Especially for you, Jules, spell out. And you've no idea how difficult that is because they actually read backwards on my screen how I hold it up to the camera. Luckily, I've got them on a little scrap of paper down my side. Otherwise, that would have been a lot of a harder gig than we were imagining. I'm guessing Jules might have known that, and that's why she asked me to read them out. Right, guys, you have a couple of minutes of thinking time. You have a comfort break. Ignore the blank screen. I haven't dropped off. I'm just going to check in with Sally Social. I'm going to grab myself another can of Yankee Pale Ale. You do the same. I'll see you in a minute. Come in. Into the fridge. Nice and cold. Right. So how are we all doing? We all know the anagrams. How are those comments going? Have you got bragging rights as yet? I am going to take you back through your answers. Remember, guys, really important thing about the quiz here on, well, any of the live quizzes, it's not about who wins. It's about participation. That's the whole ethos of social distancing, and that's everything we're trying to do is just get people interacting. So the prize we give tonight is not to the person who is the smartest cookie. We just pick a name at random at the end of the night. I'll tell you what you have to do to be in the draw. If your name gets pulled out, basically you get some beer delivered to your door. Have a look on the Facebook page. We had a beer delivery today to our winner from last week. He sent us a lovely photo of thanks to the Facebook page. As a big thank you to the guys at Rooster's web shop. He got his delivery of beer today, and I'm guessing he's sat having a pint of it as we speak. I've just got Sally Social popping in again. Okay. Oh, I've just been told off. Look, this is the sort of thing. Okay. This is what being together 22 years brings you. And coming up to our 15th wedding anniversary. Okay. Can you see that? Try and sit still. That is basically, that's what Sally Socials tell me. That's the sort of instruction I'm getting from the wife. Right, I'll sit still. Sorry. Sorry, wife. Sorry, public. Fan base. I don't know what you want to be known as. Scottettes. I'm probably just go with none of them. Right, okay. Your answers to potluck. What is the number one topping for pizza in the US? It's pepperoni. Pepperoni. Number two, which OOYE is to be dismissed? That is out on your ear. Out on your ear. Number three, what's the most abundant element in the Earth's crust? That is oxygen. Oxygen. The year Hong Kong handed back to China, divorce becomes legal in Ireland, and Tony Blair becomes the PM in 1997. Remember, if you are 1 year, either way, you get nout. 1997 or nout. If you ever want to hear that, that will be in the tap room every Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you post-lockdown, let's call it. Number five, which cocktail is known as the Queen of Drinks? The Queen of Drinks is the Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Number six, which tennis player won 20 Wimbledon titles in the 1960s and 1970s? That is Billie Jean King. Billie Jean King. Number seven, caviar is obtained from sturgeon. Number seven, sturgeon. And number eight, which organization takes its name from a translation of the phrase, death to France is Italy's cry? That is the Mafia. Mafia. Your answers quickly again, guys. One, pepperoni. Two, out on your ear. Number three was oxygen. 1997 was four. Bloody Mary was five. Six was Billie Jean King. Seven was sturgeon. And who said Nicola Sturgeon then? And number eight was Mafia. That's your potluck round. That's a point for each. Hang fire before I ask you to post your scores. We will do your anagrams, and then I want to start seeing what you got out of 11. So, number one on your Sports Star anagrams. Smiling Sorts. Sadly, we've just lost him. It's Sterling Moss. Sterling Moss. Adonis location RR. It's the footballer Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. And your third one, alumni. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Better camera work, Scott. I've stopped moving around, but my paper hasn't. Alumni Swivels. Alumni Swivels. Tennis player Venus Williams. Venus Williams. So we had Sterling Moss, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Venus Williams. I want to know how you got on your first couple of rounds. What score have you got out of 11. Let's see you posting in those comments. Remember, brag away, brag away. The comments is for your banter, but never post an answer. Hashtag social quistancing. Don't forget, guys, on round 1, if you played your Rooster Booster, instead of getting 8, you could have got 16. You might have got 16, plus the 3 anagrams. You could have as many as 19. As many as 19. So anywhere from 0 to 19. I can see the comments absolutely flying through. Sally will come through later. Let me know what's happened in that round score-wise. We're moving on to round 3. This is places. Give us a hello if you played your Rooster Booster on R3, round 3. Number 1, in which European capital city was the first ever police force founded? In which European capital city was the first ever police force founded? Question number 2 on places. The 1970s game show Sale of a Century was broadcast from which city? The 1970s game show Sale of a Century was broadcast from which city? Question number 3. I've got to say, it's very tenuous on places, this. Number 3. In which country was the movie Braveheart filmed? In which country was the movie Braveheart filmed? Question number 4, round 3 on places. What is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator? What is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator? And that's the question I like to call the one for brother-in-law Ian, the map geek. Question for the map geek. So a quick up for you guys. Sally has just popped in on in terms of round 1 and 2. The kind of average of the scores is anywhere between about 6 and 10. 6 and 10 seems to be about the going rate. Obviously, you'll have some people who have the Rooster Booster. You will have others who have yet to play that. Some will have it in places. Some will have it in round 5 in entertainment. So it will become a leveler. Number 4, again, what is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator? Good evening, Peggy. Good evening, Ian. Number 5, which word is used as both a greeting and a farewell in Hawaii? Which word is used as both a greeting and a farewell in Hawaii? Question number 6. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Question number 7. Which country contains over 50% of the world's lakes? Which country contains over 50% of the world's lakes? And question number 8. Which brewery was set up in Dublin in 1759? Which brewery was set up in Dublin in 1759? Talking of breweries, I don't know if you're familiar, Rooster's Taproom. They've got a web shop. They're taking your deliveries. Have a look online, guys. www.roosters.co.uk. Head straight to the shop. You will see the array of beers that they have. They've got toasted notes. They've got glassware. They have got clothing. They've got all sorts of stuff. So jump on there, guys. Have a look at the web shop. If you're a beer connoisseur, have a look at the toasted notes. got some fab descriptions of some fab beers, and I know the brewery team there are hugely passionate about the quality of what they produce. So if you've never tried it, I'd certainly recommend it, guys. And that is not just locally to Harrogate, Knaresborough, where they deliver in a local van, but it is also DHL delivered throughout the UK mainland. Don't forget, guys, we are here supporting Rooster's charity partner, Henshaws, this evening. They're working hard to set up a telephone outbound calling system to prevent social isolation for those blind and severely visually impaired or multi-disabled. And if you can spare £1, £2, anything you've got, guys, there's a Just Giving link. Sally's going to keep popping that in the comments, Sally Social, and it's also dropping timed into our Facebook page a couple of times. We'll also share it at the end of the quiz. If you can give anything, guys, hugely appreciated for such an important cause. I'm going to take you back through your round 3, your places. I'm going to quickly go through each of the answers, each of the questions, sorry, for any that you may have missed. Number 1, in which European capital city was the first ever police force founded? Number 2, the 1970s game show Sale of a Century was broadcast from which city? Number 3, in which country was the movie Braveheart filmed? Number 4, what is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator? Number 5, which word is used as both a greeting and a farewell in Hawaii? Number 6, where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? Number 7, which country contains over 50% of the world's lakes? And number 8, which brewery was set up in Dublin in 1759? Just 1 minute to 6. I will give you 30 seconds on those, guys, and then we move over to the much loved stroke loathed Dingbats. Okay, I've made it really easy for you tonight because I've put them into a category again. So it should be a little bit easier. They're in categories. They are books. They are all books stroke films. Books stroke films. Originally books. So your Dingbats, for those that haven't played before, Dingbats are very much like catchphrase. I'm going to hold a, if you like, a cryptic picture up to the screen, and you've just got to say what you see. Say what you see. It's a book title, stroke film. What is it? Number 1 on your Dingbats. There we go. Number 1 on your Dingbats. I'm not going to spell these ones out, Jules. It's a case of say what you see. Say what you see. That's number 1. And that's a book stroke film. Book stroke film. Again, I will show you each of these twice, guys. If it helps, write it down. Write it down. Snap it on your phone if it helps. Take a quick photo of me holding it up. That may help. Don't forget, guys, if you're watching YouTube via smart telly this evening and you want to post in the comments, you need to do that via your phone, your tablet, or your laptop. That's if you're watching. If I've made it to big telly, if I'm on big telly, you need to comment through your other devices. When you watch it on the big telly, you can't comment through big telly. Was that northern enough for people? Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, are we ready? Which book stroke film is this? Which book stroke film is this? Again, write it down if you need to. Screenshot it on your phone, screen grab it, however you want to do it, guys. It's your second Dingbat. And your third and final dingbat. Remember, we're going book, stroke, films. Book, stroke, films. There is your third one, which I must say looks incredibly odd in reverse. Everything I hold up to the screen is backwards for me, so it looks very peculiar. What's that one, guys? What's that one? Don't forget, write it down, screen grab, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Okay, they are your 3 dingbats. Are we ready? This is your last chance, guys. Last chance on your dingbats. That is number 1 on your dingbats. See what? I hold it straight. It may even help if there we go. That's better. Number 1 on your dingbats there, guys. Okay. Remembering they're all books, stroke films. That's your second one, guys. That is your second one. Oh, there we go. Straighten it up. No, you're left from your right, Scott. Left from right. That's your second one. And your third one. There we go, guys. That is your third one. They are your 3 dingbats. As before, guys, you get 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm going to go and check in with Sally Social. I am going to pour my can of Yankee into my unbranded Rooster's glass, available from the web shop. And I will be back in 2 minutes. Screen won't go blank, but the room will be empty. Feel free to talk to mother-in-law over my shoulder. We've got mum and mother-in-law over the other shoulder. So chat away. Good luck if you can get a word in edgeways with my mum, but be back in a minute. Hello. I'm back. So I've been told off for a second time for not sitting still. So we'll see how this goes, shall we? See how this goes on the rest of the answers and on your round 5. Properly told off that time. Guys, Sally Social has just let me know we've now got 160 people playing online. Thank you. What can I say? Really, really pleased. So people are participating. Let us know, guys. Stick in the comments if you've got friends and family far and wide. Have you got 2 people sat playing with you? Are you connected via different digital media? Which means you've got 20 people playing. Would love to hear your stories. Always post in the comments. Post on Facebook. Share some pictures. Show us drinking your Rooster's beer. Love to hear what's happening, guys. This is exactly why we're doing this, guys. It's about reaching out. It's about trying to socially engage by the medium of, you know, the hashtag. Are we ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hashtag social distancing. Yeah, that's really, really, I feel it's getting trajectory. Right, you've all got a challenge this week. At some point in one of your social media posts, I'm going to say between now and the next quiz on Saturday night, you have to use that hashtag. Social Sally?
Yeah, we're missing your dad jokes, apparently.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, a little bit of feedback. Not enough dad jokes this evening. Wow, who would have thought you'd miss those? Who would have thought? the fact we got 160 people on, I thought I might try and do a decent job tonight. No, normal service will be resumed. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Decent quiz host would sit still, wouldn't he? Yeah, I'm probably not use crap hashtags or stuff like, hey, that's where you banter, but never post an answer. Decent quiz host wouldn't do that. Right, let's go through your answers. Number 1. This is places. Don't forget, if you played round 3 on your Rooster Booster, you go double bubble. Score them up individually. It's a point for each, but then we go double bubble at the end if you play your Rooster Booster. Which European capital city was the first ever police force founded? That was in Paris. Paris. It's not very PC. Thank you. There we go. Dad joke. Number 2, the 1970s game show Sale of the Century was broadcast from which city? That was from Norwich. Norwich, I believe. We had a message from Norwich earlier this evening. So there we go. It was meant to be. The 1970s game show Sale of the Century was broadcast from Norwich. Number 2, number 3 even, in which country was the movie Braveheart filmed? It was filmed in Ireland. Ireland. I said that twice, to be sure. You asked for the dad jokes, don't you blame me. Number 4. What is the only river that flows both north and south of the equator? That is the River Congo. The River Congo. Number 5. Which word is used as both a greeting and a farewell in Hawaii? Aloha. Aloha. Number 6. Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility? That is on the moon. On the moon. Number 7. Which country contains 50% of the world lakes? That is Canada. Canada. Number 8. Number 8. Which brewery was set up in Dublin in 1759? Of course, it was Guinness. That was Guinness. So you're 8 again. 1, Paris. 2, Norwich. Ireland was 3. The River Congo was 4. Aloha, 5. 6, on the moon. Number 7, Canada. And number 8 was Guinness. I'm going to take you back to your Dingbats. Your Dingbats. Remember, I was looking for book stroke film titles. Book stroke film titles. That is your first one. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's your first one. I was trying to multitask. I was trying to read a message and hold a bit of paper. That is Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat. I've got a message from the Chem Questions. Have asked me to say a big hello to Brian Pye. Brian Pye in Castleford. I'm never one to let a pie go sailing by. So, Brian, that's a big hello from all the Chem Questions team. Number 2. There we go, guys. What book or what film title? Surely we all got this one. Catch 22. Catch 22. Number 3. Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs. I think that's certainly one of our better ones. I would say it's probably the best, bar none. There we go. There we go. So I reckon we start totaling up our scores. Don't forget to go double bubble if you played your Rooster Booster. Round 3 and 4 had 11 points. Obviously, if you played your Rooster Booster, that could be up to 19. So you could be up to about 30 points now if you've absolutely smashed it out of the park. Start posting in your comments. How far are we doing so far, guys? Let us know what's good, what's bad. Did you get the Dingbats? Did you get the anagrams? Or do you simply hate me for posting those questions? When I say hate me, purely for the questions, no other reasons. Dad jokes, you're welcome. So we're moving into our 5th and final round. Our 5th and final round. I've got 8 questions on entertainment. So those who said round 5 on your Rooster Booster, you're looking at double bubble on entertainment. Number 1, Which famous composer wrote the nursery rhyme Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star at the age of 5? Which famous composer wrote the nursery rhyme Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star at the age of 5? Number 2, what type of creature is Sonic? What type of creature is Sonic? Number 3, which 1987 hit was rickrolled back into popularity in 2007? So if you could hear that shaking noise in the background, we've got a new visitor to the house today, as well as myself and Sally Social. We have just taken in a new foster dog today, the lovely Patch. He's a 13-year-old boy. He's a little bit nervous at the moment. He's going to take a little bit of settling. He's just been asleep in his bed in the dining room with me here. He just woke up, looked at me like I was a complete weirdo talking to myself, had a bit of a shakedown, and he's going to join Sally Social on YouTube and Facebook. Not easy with paws, to be honest, not easy with paws.
Just moved in because you're too noisy.
Apparently I'm too noisy. A little bit of feedback from Patch, so thanks for that. Apparently I move around too much and I'm too noisy. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, Patch. So number 4, which MP was soaked at the 1998 Brit Awards by singer Danbert Nobacon? Which MP was soaked at the 1998 Brit Awards by singer Danbert Nobacon? Question number 5. Which children's TV program features Nunu the vacuum cleaner? Which children's TV program features Nunu the vacuum cleaner? That reminds me, post in the comments anybody who needs a new vacuum cleaner. You're welcome to have ours. It's just gathering dust. Number 6, which music festival took place from the 15th to the 17th of August 1969? Which music festival took place from 15th to the 17th of August 1969? Question number 7 on entertainment. These have been a random bunch, haven't they? Number 7, what piece of machinery did Nizlopi sing about in 2005? Which piece of machinery did Nzlopi sing about in 2005? And ladies and gentlemen, it's a highlight of the night. It's the last question. Number 8. Which televised event in 1953 resulted in a huge rise in the sale of television sets? Which televised event in 1953 resulted in a huge rise in the sales of television sets? I'm going to quickly read through 1 to 8 on entertainment, and I'm going to put you out the misery with your answers. Number 1, which famous composer wrote the nursery rhyme Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star at the age of 5? Number 2, what type of creature is Sonic? Number 3, which 1987 hit was rickrolled back to popularity in 2007? Which MP was soaked at the 1998 Brit Awards by singer Danbert Nobacon? That's number 4. Which children's TV program features Nunu the vacuum cleaner? Number 5. Question number 6. Which music festival took place from the 15th to the 17th of August 1969? Number 7. What piece of machinery did Nzlopi sing about in 2005? And your last question, number 8. Which televised event in 1953 resulted in a huge rise in the sales of television sets? You have 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, please. Okay, so lots of people have been asking if they can have a picture of Patch. What we're going to do, we are going to post one. He can be the new mascot of our live quiz page. So we'll post a little picture of Patch up later, our Facebook page. Bit like Sally Social, she's a little bit more camera shy. She'll never come on screen. She'll never have a photo taken. But Patch, he'll be cool with it. He'll be cool. Out for a treat, eh? Anything for a treat. Whereas me, can't get enough at camera. Hey, you got to share this. You got to share this gift, haven't you? Right, should we go through the answers? Stop me talk model. Okay, number one, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star was composed by Mozart. Mozart. I know a joke about Mozart. Oh, it's a classic. Number two, what type of creature is Sonic? Sonic, he is a hedgehog. Sonic is a hedgehog. And that is why we've spiked this evening at 160 players. Number three, the 1987 hit, which rickrolled back to popularity in 2007, was obviously Rick Astley and Never Gonna Give It Up. Never Gonna Give You Up. Never Gonna Give You Up. Wow, that's so musical. Number four, which MP was soaked at the 1998 Brit Awards by singer Dambert No-Bacon? That was John Prescott. John Prescott. And that was Dambert No-Bacon was lead singer with Chumbawamba. You'll know the song Tub Thumping. Number five, which children's TV program features Nunu the vacuum cleaner? Teletubbies. Teletubbies. Number six, the music festival that took place between the 15th to the 17th of August in 1969 was Woodstock. Woodstock. Number seven, the piece of machinery that Inzloppy sang about in 2005 was a JCB. It was a JCB song, it was called. And which televised event in 1953 resulted in a huge rise in the sale of television sets? That was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. So those answers again, don't forget double bubble if you have played your Rooster Booster. One was Mozart, Hedgehog was two, three was Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Happy if you've got either of those, give yourselves a point, but it's not 2 points. Never Gonna Give You Up or Rick Astley, I'll give you a point for either. Number four was John Prescott. Number five was Teletubbies. Woodstock was six. A JCB was seven, or I'll give you a point for JCB's song. And number eight was Queen Elizabeth II's coronation. That is your end of your quiz, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the night. Hang fire on posting your scores. I need to give you a couple of instructions. Don't forget, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. Really want to hit that 200, and it makes sure you never miss a live quiz again. Also, if you are a Facebook user, please go to the Facebook page, Scott's Live Quiz page, and give us a like and a follow on there. That means we can pre-plan the events, let you know what's happening, and then you just need to jump over to YouTube Live to get the actual stream and the feed, although we do cross-feed back through Facebook as well. I'd like to say huge thanks, as always, for the brilliant support that we get from Roosters. We can't wait to see you in the Taproom on a Wednesday night after all this craziness has settled back down. In the meantime, don't forget www.roosters.co.uk for your beer orders. And don't forget your charity partner, Henshaws, this evening. We'll post the details in the comments. We'll post it on the Facebook page. But who wants to win some free beer delivered to their door anywhere in the UK mainland? If you want to be a winner of the beer this evening, I need you to do the following. I need you to post your final scores. And tonight's keyword is Yankee, YANKEEE. Your score and the word Yankee. Score and the word Yankee. If you just want to post your score and don't put the word Yankee after it, you will not be in the draw. So we need your score and the word Yankee. and then we will pick somebody at random. Doesn't matter if you got 50 points, doesn't matter if you got 5 points. Everything we do here on our quizzes is about everybody reaching out, keeping in contact with family, and enjoying great beer through the Fab team at Roosters. I'm going to stay on for a couple of minutes, guys. Once you've posted your scores and the word Yankee, feel free to drop off. I'm going to hang on until a few more people have dropped off, because as soon as I drop off, it takes the opportunity to comment away. I'm back here on Saturday, 8 o'clock. Who fancies winning some scented candles delivered to their door by the brilliant company Robert? Lovely, lovely scented candles that will be delivered to your door. Everything we're trying to do is to make life in social isolation, life on lockdown, that little bit more comfortable. Free beer, free candles, all delivered safely and securely to your homes. Back here, 8 o'clock on Saturday. As always, I will be here every Wednesday with your Roosters Taproom quiz, taking you from Taproom to your living room. Don't forget, final scores and the word Yankee. Thanks for your company, guys. Thank you for getting us up to 160 people. Please share, like, subscribe, get your friends involved. Let's see if we can make it up to the magical 200 next week. Thank you for your company, guys. 2 people I got to thank tonight. Patch for being such a cool dude, being so quiet and so chilled throughout the quiz, despite Mr. Gobby here. And as always, to the brilliant Sally Social. Without the work she does in the background, I wouldn't be able to do what I do in the foreground. Take care, guys. Look after yourselves. Look after your loved ones. On behalf of myself, Sally Social, Patch, and the guys at Roosters, take care and stay safe. Good night, guys.